The U.S. economy is in meltdown, and the hard data prove it. Hello, affluent investors all across the fruited plain. I'm Brian Ellis. Welcome to the Accredited IQ Magazine update for May 18th, 2022. My friends, our economy is objectively in shambles. A good general indication of this can be found in the performance of retailers, with the largest of them all, Walmart, in full-on meltdown, having lost 13.5% of its value just yesterday and another 5.5% so far today. Things are even worse for major retailer Target, who have just this morning lost over 25% of their entire market valuation, a whopping $31 billion one-day market cap loss. But why? Well, it's simple. Everything is too expensive, and consumers are cutting back, with two big recent shifts in consumer behavior telling the tale. The first behavior shift is that consumers are opting increasingly for generic brands rather than name brands. That's a totally predictable indicator of challenging economic times. But the second indicator is far more dire and regrettably very indicative of the broader state of affairs for middle and lower income Americans. And that is the mass shift from buying full gallons of milk to buying only half gallons. You know, the milk that children need to fortify their growing bones? Yeah, that stuff. American children are getting far less of it because Americans just can't afford it any longer. But things are even worse where baby formula is concerned, for which there is a massive, potentially catastrophic, and yet totally avoidable shortage happening right now. One major manufacturing site for baby formula, the Abbott Lab in Michigan, well, it's sitting totally idle, with full capability to produce in large scale, yet facing down the Biden FDA that refuses to clear the path for them to get back to what they need to do. It's all bad news. All of it. When we get the GDP numbers for this quarter, they'll almost certainly be negative, meaning we're officially in recession, and like it or not, all of it must be laid squarely at the feet of the President of the United States, Joe Biden, along with the U.S. House of Representatives and the Senate, both of which are under the control of the Democrat Party. Rather than being so concerned about gender preferences, foreign wars, and welcoming floods of illegal aliens, it's time the Biden administration begins to prioritize the needs of American citizens. Or, you know, if he can't put the welfare of U.S. citizens as his number one priority, maybe at least he could put us somewhere in the top 20 or so. Even that would be a vast improvement. I am Brian Ellis, publisher of Accredited IQ Magazine, and this has been the Accredited IQ Magazine update for May 18th, 2022.